Managing editor Matthew Roberts. And Jacob, it is a pleasure to be here with you today on this sunny day here in Javelina Nation for Game 1.
It is definitely Game 1. We're facing the Liberty Oaklanders, interesting team from California. We haven't seen this team since 2021, and last time we played them, we did kind of
run up the score on them. We really
51
did.
to 21, and I'm sure new season, that's always how you want to get it kicked off. And that game was kind of mid-season, so definitely we were already kind of mid-stride, but this is Game 1. You got to start here. Everything starts here. All the practices, all the summer trainings. We talked to a lot of athletes about the gruesome, tough morning practices.
Yeah, you talked to them, and they really went through it. They really went through it this off season, this fall camp. They were working their tails off for sure.
Yeah, and that's kind of part of a new football season, and that also too might be part of the new head coach we got. Coach Scott Parr came from Louisiana Tech, a Division I school, dropped down to Division II. It's everything I've heard. It has been definitely very interesting.
So we've heard that we're really running with this air raid offense that he has brought over from Louisiana Tech, and I'm excited to see it. I feel like if we had an air raid offense last year, we might have benefited from it even more. Maybe the quarterback room last year isn't what it is this year, because we did get a D1 talent in Jack Turner, who Coach Scott Parr did bring over here.
Yeah, and this is South Texas. I think the whole old-timey talks of run the ball every single down, and then you kind of throw it. I think that's starting to fade out, and we're into that new era of let's pass the ball, let's shoot it around. And I think that is just going to be exciting. We're going to have so many good games. I think if you like high-scoring football, powerful offenses, this is definitely the team to kind of watch this season.
I think the Javelinas are ready to bring in that air raid offense. Like I said, last year we were very, very run heavy. We had Roger Hagan in the back pounding the rock every single game. We even had Starks out there pounding the rock when Roger wasn't pounding the rock, he was pounding the rock for us. I think that with this air raid offense, we would run up the score last year. Mm-hmm. I think with this air raid offense, those games that we lost last year won't be apparent or won't come up again this year. I think definitely this year is going to be a better season. Less losses in the loss column, I guess you could say.
Yeah, so again, like he just said, this is the first game after the 3 straight 7-win seasons. It's interesting. I'm hoping, you always hope to go undefeated, but can't always have it. But you're kind of talking about that air raid offense, but we got to talk about the man behind the center,
Jack Turner. There he is, Jack Turner. And Jacob has a stat here for y'all.
Yeah, so Float College, one of the big supporters of Division II college football. Anytime they kind of do stuff, they do all the film.
Every live stream you may see of the Javelinas football game, anything. If you're watching a Javelina football game online, you're watching it on Float College.
Yeah, and so they kind of do predictions like every big sports agency at the beginning of the year. They have these bold predictions. That's what they said is bold predictions. And so, like we said, new quarterback, Jack Turner, they're predicting him to win the Harlan Hill Trophy.
Or at least be nominated.
And
for the Harlan Hill.
That kind of confused us because we saw that and we were like,
we had no idea what that was. College casuals.
Yeah.
It's all right. We had no idea what that was. We researched it. That is the D2 Heisman. That is huge, Jacob. I mean, for us to have a D1 level quarterback out here in Javelina Nation, it just feels like something different this year.
And glad you said that it feels different. It definitely feels different. I think the whole environment feels different. There's just a new kind of awakening for this team. I feel like last year they had kind of stayed into that, like running the ball. We're going to win. We're going to beat you on defense, and then we're going to run it down your throat. I think same kind of defensive mentality, but it feels like they are going to come out there and they're going to throw it over your head.
And not to dog on our Javelinas, but last year we had a lot of quarterback issues. We saw, I think, 4 different quarterbacks. We saw Teague Sadal, we saw Jalen Brown, we saw Cannon Williams. There was one quarterback that didn't play. Out of our full quarterback room, I think there was one that didn't play. That's not necessarily good. I mean, they all showed out every time they played, but whether it was injury, it was just they weren't performing to the standard that the coach would have liked. There was issues. Yeah. This year, I feel like we won't see that. I think Jack Turner definitely won the spot as soon as he got here, and he's ready to sling that rock.
It's tough too, you can't. It's hard to go through a whole season. Division II football is kind of quick. games go by. We're pretty much basically done in November. You don't get to go to January, December. So having 4 quarterbacks, kind of a rotational thing, who's going to be good this week, who's going to be good that week, can kind of...
It was kind of a toss-up.
Yeah.
It was kind of a toss-up, and our wide receivers, our receivers, never really got to settle in with a specific quarterback and learn that specific quarterback and build that connection. Like, we had amazing receivers last year. Jackson Allen's not one of them. I know... Isaiah Smalls was out here. He was a tight end catching some balls, but those better players didn't get as many targets because the connections just weren't there.
Yeah, and then kind of, I know we've talked a lot about the offense, and that's maybe your favorite is the offense.
Definitely, most
big
definitely.
Offense guy, but I'm a big defensive guy. And one of our good friends, still defense coordinator, had a dominant season last year. Coach Jameson Bish, just talked to him, and he's ready. This team is... The defense is almost the same. Our strong secondary from last year is still around.
Not only are they ready to run up the score, but they're ready to make sure the team behind us doesn't score anything.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. They're ready. And judging by the CM back there, team behind us, they had some colorful language when they came out here.
I
guess they're ready to go.
Yeah, and that's the thing about the Javelina defense is they're going to put a stop to you.
Colorful language for us, by the way. That's a little crazy, but...
So, yeah, we were retaining several key veterans we talked about. We're going to retain defensive lineman Kerry North and linebackers Travis Belfield and Charlie Moore Jr., kind of the bigger names that we talked about. We did lose some of our close friends, though.
Raiden Campbell, DeMarcus Hendricks, Xavier Henderson.
Yeah, so that's kind of unfortunate. But I really think this team is still going to be as great as it was. It's hard to lose the defensive power you have when you still have one of the better defensive coordinators in our division.
I think... Honestly, last year's defense was a testament to Coach Jameson Bish and his drive for his defense to be good. It wasn't just our talent, because obviously we did have the talent down here in Javelina Nation that made our defense what it was, but with a defensive coordinator like Jameson Bish, there's not going to be much of a drop-off. Yeah. I've heard that our secondary is still a problem. We still got Eric Barnes back there, who I think is going to be more prominent this year than he's been the whole time he's been here at Javelina Nation.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think this team...
Jakari Landry, another big... He's a linebacker.
I think last year this team had some holes in it, and, I mean, kind of towards the end of the year, you kind of started to see it. I think every Javelina fan kind of started to see that there were some holes in it. But I think this year we are extremely well-rounded. You know?
I think we are too, man. And it's exciting. It really is. Air raid offense, lockdown defense, whatever it is, your Javelinas have it. And I really feel that this season is going to be a good one, Javelinas.
Yeah, and tonight is a great night for football. It's still summer. They call it fall. It's definitely still summer down here. Wind's not going to be a factor.
Sun was beating down on us, and then it would randomly start raining. Random rain falling here and there. Hopefully that doesn't fall into the night, because it might affect our coverage for y'all, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but kind of, again, just saying, like, if you want to watch a good football team, I really do believe that the Javelina football team this year could be one of the best. It is our 100th year, and getting such a good Centennial team back.
Oh, for sure. Tonight is Centennial Championship weekend, and every time I tell Jake, what we're wearing tonight, I'm a big guy for uniforms. I love uniforms. I always look at, what are we wearing tonight? What are we wearing tonight? I'll ask our sports information department, hey, what are we wearing Saturday? This Saturday, we are wearing our Texas A&I jerseys, my favorite jerseys in our jersey lineup. Centennial Championship weekend. Pretty sure we're going to have some important people out here. It's going to be great.
This is definitely one of those weekends you got to watch. I mean, it's the start of the Javelina football reign to the championship, you know? We've waited all summer. I mean, me and Matt have definitely been sitting in the office dreaming about today.
For sure. Like, literally all summer, that's what you wait for, is the return of college football. As a college student, if you really care about football, that's what you do. You just sit around and wait for that return. I know everybody out here, there's a different energy out here today than there's been on campus the whole start of the semester, the whole summer, even in the spring. It's a different energy during football season. And I feel like our Javelinas are definitely ready to go.
Yeah, and that energy, we keep talking about it, the energy. Both coaches we talked to right before the game started, right before they were doing their warm-ups, they were preaching that energy. And you can kind of feel it, too. The energy is different.
Oh, yeah. You watch the guys walk into the stadium from the parking lot out there where the Javelinas are going wild at tailgate. You watch them walk in, they are locked in. They're not talking, they're not looking at anybody. They're just straight-faced, walking straight forward into the stadium to do their job.
This team wants to win.
This team definitely wants to win, and that's something, like I said, you see in them. You see in the kicker comes out, and the kicker came out for his pregame warm-up, and he was sitting there just taking it all in, just looking across the field. So, and kicking was a problem last year, so I know he's got it.
Yeah, we got it. And so, again, this is the game you want to tune into. We are going to have a little bit of a halftime show, another live like this. We'll be out here, come out here. You can watch us kind of break down the game a little bit. But, yeah, we're excited. It's going to be a good night. I'm ready for it. You ready for it?
I'm ready.
Again, I'm your editor-in-chief.